So we can now give her a temporary passport and some basic cash to send her back home.
Ems also helped the task force. With her intel, they've built a profile of the ring. It could help them and the police discover where the Uzbeks are vulnerable.
Em's been great. She's been very courageous. She took us into this underworld and showed us person by person and club by club who's who, how it operates. So we've put a lot of pieces of the structure together.
While Em has escaped, many women on the streets of Bangkok are still trapped. But not all women are forced into the sex trade. In Thailand, without a better way to earn a living, thousands enter it by choice. It's something Annie Dieselberg knows better than most. Dieselberg runs an international organization called Nightlight. It's dedicated to helping former prostitutes leave the street and forget the past.
These young women feel like they have no options in life. We're trying to offer her the freedom to choose, the freedom to live a better life, to pursue her dreams.
Choices Dieselberg also wants to offer the Uzbek sex slaves. She's joined the task force to provide protection to any woman rescued. Tonight, Dieselberg is heading for the red light district, as she has for the last 17 years.
If we get to know their story, it would only be because we've helped them out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we only know little bits and pieces.
Exactly.
But this outreach is different. Tonight, Dieselberg's taking a member of the task force right into the heart of the Uzbek operation.
There's an Uzbek girl that just went down that way.
Matt Friedman is the head of the United Nations Intra-Agency Project on Human Trafficking. He's fought sex slavery for 25 years, driven by the memory of a 15-year-old girl in an Indian brothel.
Once had a young girl actually see that I was there, come up to me and literally wrap herself around me and say, help me, they're doing terrible things to me. I was with a police officer and I said, okay, well, this girl's coming with us. And he said, no, she isn't. In the world that we're in now, they're not going to let us leave. I said, come on, we're going to take her out. He left, came back with more police, but she was gone. At the end of the day, that child needed somebody to help her, and I wasn't there.
Straight ahead is one of the new girls. It's one of the controllers, the smaller one. That's why she totally ignored us.
Tonight, Friedman's here because Dieselberg's discovered that the Uzbek ring is growing fast.
10 years ago, I would walk through the area and I would see maybe 5 or 6 women in one place. But starting about 4 years ago, we could count as many as 80 women in a couple hours.
Dieselberg's already had her life threatened by the Uzbek ring, but she and her team continue to walk the gauntlet, offering a lifeline to any woman who wants help. And tonight, she picks up a rumor. An Uzbek woman is trying to escape her traffickers. Friedman agrees to use his contacts to look for her. It could be the breakthrough the task force has been searching for. For days, Operation Graceland has been searching Bangkok for an Uzbek sex slave trying to escape from her traffickers.
So, what do you got?
Using his UN contacts, Matt Friedman thinks he might have found her.
Had an interesting call last night. A young Uzbeki woman forced into kind of a prostitution ring. Her papers have been taken away. She's been threatened. This woman wants to get out, and she's desperate.
Her code name is Anna, and it looks like she's not the only victim under the control of this ring. task force is alerted, and a message is sent to Anna. The plan is simple. Galster will make sure Anna is on the street. Then, an undercover posing as a customer will pick her up and bring her to the safe house. A block from the hotel, Galster spots 3 Uzbek women. One of them is Anna, guarded by her controller.
You want to pick?
How much is it?
1,500.
For how long?
1 hour.
After confirming that Anna's available, Galster calls in the undercover.
English? 2-3 hours, 5,000? Okay. You want to go with me? 3 hours, sir. And speak to also quite close.
She wanted to propose and ask she go for 3 hours for 5,000.
Back at the safe house, despite her fear, Anna opens up. As suspected, she's under the control of the Uzbek ring. It was this ring that lured Anna to Thailand. A recruiter discovered that she was divorced with a young baby and offered her a job in Bangkok as an escort. Desperate, Anna accepted.
And if she doesn't like, she can go away. She told her work.
They don't know that they will be locked up in the day. They don't know that they won't be able to say no to which sex acts are required of them. They don't know they'll be beaten. They don't know that they could be murdered. They don't know they could be gang raped. They don't know really what they will be getting into.
Anna was trapped. Though she came here willingly, according to international law, the moment she lost her freedom, she became a victim of human trafficking.
It upsets me greatly, and I know, one thing that Anna would do is she would carry around a little video of her baby on her phone, just to look at, just to remind her that there's light at the end of the tunnel and she's got to get back.
Could do that tomorrow.
But there's one question Anna can't answer. She has no idea where the Uzbeks are holding her. The task force must find out. Fast.
She has just heard that she and some other women are going to get rotated by the trafficking gang down to Malaysia, where they're going to even have less chance of escaping. So she sees this as her one and only opportunity.
To discover the Uzbek hideout, everyone begins tapping their sources. They uncover half a dozen leads. The best is an apartment building not far from the Grace Hotel. The Anti-Human Trafficking Division begins a 24-hour undercover stakeout. They need a breakthrough. The Uzbeks are not operating alone. Behind them are shadowy figures from the Middle East who may be involved in far more than sex trafficking.
Some of the mamasan, some of the controllers who've been hired to control these women, oftentimes have these Iranian boyfriends who we're hearing from a number of people are involved in trafficking in ice, methamphetamines, and who knows what else those guys are involved in.
It's a possibility that makes General Chanvut's latest discovery even more chilling. The Uzbeks have expanded.
แก๊งเนี่ยมันไม่ใช่ทำงานอยู่ในเฉพาะกรุงเทพนะมันมีแก๊งที่ขยายส่งผู้หญิงเนี่ยไปที่พัทยาด้วย
Pattaya is another prime destination for sex tourists. and General Chanvut's next target. Sin City, 160 kilometers south of Bangkok. At its heart, a 1 kilometer stretch of beer bars, go-go clubs, and raw sex for sale. There are 27,000 commercial sex workers concentrated here. Most do the work willingly, so it's the perfect cover for the Uzbeks and their sex slaves. General Chanvut and his team have intelligence that the Uzbek traffickers are bringing in underage girls. So the general is setting a trap to catch the ring in the act.
All we need really is the conversation between you and the pimps, and any other information, visual or sound that you can get.
An undercover will order a young Uzbek woman to the hotel. It's his job to film the girl and her pimp.
Give us a call if any problems, otherwise we'll be looking at you from afar and then we'll wait till you're done. Okay.
On the other side of Pattaya, task force partner, the Thai special team, is also in action. They're staking out a hotel close to the downtown strip. According to them, this is the Pattaya headquarters of the Uzbek ring. The special team has discovered that from here, pimps transport women to hotels around the city. One of them is General Chanvut's hotel, where his sting has begun.
Hey there. Yep. That's the pimp and that's the girl.
The undercover immediately gets an excellent shot of the pimp. It's the same man captured on film by the special team. And back in his room, he finally gets the girl on camera.
Where are you from?
India.
No, you're not Indian.
With his job done, the undercover tells the girl he's changed his mind.
Okay. It's a tip, okay?
Okay.
He gives her some extra money and sends her home. Back at the Uzbek base, the special team have identified the man in charge of delivering these girls. A Thai fixer dubbed M1. They also have another breakthrough. They single out the Uzbek woman running the Pattaya organization. The task force now has new evidence that could help them bust the Uzbeks. And back in Bangkok, the Anti-Human Trafficking Division confirms that this is the apartment where the ring is holding Anna. For the first time, Operation Graceland has a chance to rescue more than a dozen Uzbek women. In a local hotel, they prepare to hit the Uzbeks and gather evidence that could help them take down the ring. The raid is underway. The Anti-Human Trafficking Division head for the Uzbek hideout. Anna is already safe. The police feared the ring might ship her to Malaysia, so an undercover rescued her.
Get her!
The raid takes the ring by complete surprise. The Nearby police discover 13 women crammed into the room.